Hey guys, today's workout we are going to use a Pilates ball. We're going to start with a blue and a white spring, and I have my foot bar on the lowest level, so you want it up a little bit higher. We're going to start with some abs, but kind of using footwork technique, but the springs are super light to focus on abs. So I'm going to move my bottom to the very front edge of the reformer. I'm going to place the ball behind my mid-upper back, so find a place that feels comfortable. I'm going to start with my feet in first position, so toes on, heels together. We're going to stay lifted with our chest. We're just going to press the carriage out and then pull it in. So we're just isometrically working those abs right now. Go slow. So the springs are super light, so we're not really working the legs. It's just to help kind of warm up the legs, but just working those abs as well. So the arms can either be behind the head, across the chest, or out in front of you if you want a little bit easier. Exhale as you press out. Slowly pull in. Stay lifted with that chest the whole time. Don't let the chest drop. Pull those ribs down and the belly button in. Let's do 8 more here. Exhale, press 7. Pull up through the quads and inner thighs. For 6. Exhale, press for 5. Lengthen for 4. Stay lifted with that chest. Press out for 3. For 2. Last one, we're gonna press it all the way out and hold it. Just little pulses up. You can reach those arms out in front if you want. Think about rounding over that spine. Set the belly button in each time you lift up. You have 10 more. You have 7, or 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Stay lifted. Pull the carriage all the way in. I'm going to bring my ball a little bit lower so I can get a little bit higher. Okay, I'm going to press all the way out. Feet are still in first. Rotate to the left. Back to center. Pull it all the way in. Exhale, press out. Rotate to the right. Back to center and pull in. Lengthen, squeeze those quads and inner thighs, rotate, back to center, and in. Keep that chest lifted, rotating to the right. Try to keep those hips stable. As you press out and rotate, you're only rotating the torso, back to center, and in. Feel those obliques as you twist. Center, and in. Exhale, press. Now relax the neck and shoulders. Squeezing those heels, inner thighs. Let's do 4 more here. Rotate. Back to center. Start isometrically working these abs, holding the chest lifted. And pull in 1 more each time. Exhale, press out. Rotate to the left. Back to center. And in. 1 more to the right. Press out. Rotate to the right. Back to center. Stay here. We're just going to alternate right and left. Staying out. To the left. Center. Right. Center. Left. Center. Right. Let's do 8 more. 7. Keep that chest lifted. Pelvis tucked under. 6. Reach 5, and 4, for 3, and 2, and 1. Come back to center, we're gonna reach it to the left. Little pulses back, 10, 9, tiny, 8, 7, 6, 5. You can hold on to your right thigh if you need 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo, back to center, hold it. I'm gonna rotate to the right, little pulses back, 10, 9, make it small, 8, 7, 6. If it's too hard, just hold it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to center and all the way. Whew. Felt a nice burn in those abs. We're gonna move our toes into parallel. I'm gonna place that ball back behind my mid upper back. I'm gonna bring my left leg into tabletop. So my right foot is parallel on the foot bar. I'm gonna rotate towards that left side, right hand behind my head. I'm just gonna press out and in. So isometrically working this right oblique, keeping that chest lifted. You're just pressing out and in with that right leg. Good, exhale as you press. Keep the shoulders lifted. Exhale, press. If you need a little support, you can put that left hand behind that left thigh to help you stay lifted. Let's do 5 more here. Roll in slow. For 4. Press out for 3. Press out for 2. Last one, we're gonna press all the way out and hold it. We're just gonna twist deeper to the left and back. Tiny twist, 10, 9, 8. Try to stabilize the hips here, just rotate the torso, 7. Twist 6, for 5, for 4, for 3, 2. Hold that twist to the left, little pulses up, tiny, 10, 9, 8. Squeeze that right side, 7, 6, for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2. Let's do 5 more, last 5. Keep lifting, 4, 3, for 2. Hold it up there, hold. 5, hold it for 4, 3, 2, and pull it all the way. Whew. Let's switch legs, so left toe onto the foot bar, right leg in tabletop. I'm gonna place my left hand behind my head. The right hand can be behind the right quad if you want. Our hamstring, rotate to the right, press the carriage all the way up, and pull it in slow. So keep that rotation towards the right. We're working that left oblique. Pull it in slow. Exhale as you like it. Exhale as you extend. So isometrically working this left oblique. Five more here. Lengthen long with that left leg. Pull it in slow. Exhale, press 4. Press out for 3. Lengthen for 2. Last one, we're gonna press it all the way out and hold it. Now twist deeper to the right and back. 2, tiny twists. 3, like you're wringing out a towel. 4, 5, you can use that right hand behind that right hamstring. 6, exhale to 7. Gonna twist deeper, 8, 9, hold it to the right, little pulses up, slow, 10, 9, squeeze that left oblique. 8, 7, pull the abs in. Keep lifting. We have 5 more, lift for 5, for 4, lift for 3, for 2. Last one, lift up, hold it. I'm gonna bring the right hand behind my head, 2, hold it for 10, 9, 8, breathe, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Whew. Come on in, just do a little stretch over the ball. Oh, open up the chest. Come on back up. We're gonna do one more thing here. I'm gonna put my feet, my toes on into second position. Place that ball behind the mid, upper back. Find a place that feels good. So again, you're staying lifted with the chest, arms behind the head. So we're gonna keep the chest lifted. You're gonna press the carriage all the way out. Go to a flat back, pull the carriage in, all the way to stopper, and then lift up a little higher. Stay lifted, press all the way out. Lay back to a flat back, pull the carriage in all the way to stopper, and exhale, lift up. Press all the way out with the chest lifted. Go to a flat back. Pull it in, keeping those abs engaged, and lift up. Press all the way. Little coordination here. Go to a flat back. Keep those abs engaged. Pull it all the way to the stopper. Exhale, lift up. 2 more like this. Go to a flat back. Pull it all the way to the stopper. Exhale, lift up. Last one here. Press all the way. Flat back. Pull it all the way in. And lift up. Okay, we're gonna reverse directions. So keeping it in towards the stopper. You're gonna lay back to a flat back. Keep those abs engaged. Press all the way up and then exhale, lift up. I'm gonna put my hands out in front of me to give a little support. Go back, or to make it a little bit easier actually. Exhale, lift up. Pull the carriage all in, keeping the chest lifted. Pull into the stopper. Go to a flat back. Press the carriage all the way up. Exhale, lift up higher, scooping those abs in. Pull the carriage in, keeping the chest lifted all the way to stopper. Go to a flat back. Press all the way, keep those abs engaged. Exhale, lift up, hold, pull it in slow, all the way. 2 more. Flat back. Press all the way out. Exhale, lift up. Pull it all the way in. Last one, flat back. Press all the way out. Exhale, hold it. Come halfway in. We're just gonna do around the world. Let's lift up and around for 10. 9, try to keep the carriage still. 8, it's a small rotation of the torso. 7, try not to move that ball. 6, up and around 5. For 4. For 3. You can always grab behind the thighs if you need a little help. 2. And 1, reverse directions for 10. Make movements small. 9. 8. 7, you're just drawing a little circle with the chest. 6. And 5, trying to keep that carriage still. For 4. Pull up 3. And 2, last thing, hold in the center, little pulses. 10, my abs are burning, hopefully yours are. 9. 8. 7. 6, crunch up 5. For 4. And 3. For 2. Hold it, and come on in. Woo, my abs are shaking there at the end. All right, come on up. I'm gonna put the ball on the floor, but we're gonna use it later. I'm gonna take off the white spring so I have a single blue spring on. My foot bar is still at that bottom level, so it's not all the way down, just the first notch up. I'm gonna put my feet up against the shoulder rest, my hands on the foot bar. I'm gonna drop my hips down, so I'm in a modified push-up position. I'm gonna press the carriage back as far as I can, keeping that pelvis tucked and slowly pulling using the lats, triceps and abs, until you come all the way until your shoulders are just over the wrists. Press the carriage all the way back, slow, and then slowly pull in, all the way in, the shoulders are over the wrists. Press the carriage back, keeping those arms straight, pelvis tucked under. So you're just moving the arms, the pelvis is staying still and level. Press the carriage all the way back. You should feel a little shake in the abs. Pull in slow. The slower you go, the more you'll feel that shake. Press the carriage all the way back. And exhale as you pull in, so go slow. Let's do 4 more here. Press all the way back. And again, only go as far back as you feel comfortable. If you only can go an inch, that's fine. Or you can always add on a blue or a white spring, so you have a white and blue, just to make the spring a little bit heavier. Or if you feel like this is too light or too easy, go to a single white. 2 more here. Press all the way back. Slowly pull, keep rounding through that spine. This last one, we're gonna press it back and hold it there. Go as far as you can, feel that shake, hold it for 10. 9, hold it, 8, 7, keep breathing, 6, 5, hold it for 4, 3, 2, slowly pull in, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it here. We're just gonna do some push-ups. So hands wide, you're gonna bend the elbows wide and press up. Only go as deep as you can or you feel comfortable with. If you only can go an inch, that's fine. The carriage will move slightly, but try not to let it move a lot. Abs tight, Bend those elbows and exhale to press up. Let's just do 5 more. And we have 4. Try to keep that head neutral, looking at the eyes, looking at the floor. 3. Press 2. And 1. Woo, do a little child's pose back. Stretch out through those shoulders. Come all the way up. I'm gonna lower my foot bar all the way down. You can also, if you want it to be a little bit easier, we're gonna do plank to plank. You can put the foot bar all the way up and that will make this exercise a lot easier. I'm gonna put my foot bar all the way down. I'm gonna place my hands on the wooden platform and my toes are gonna be in the center of the reformer just so I can get a little bit more range of motion. Press out to a plank. Good, hold it there. Let's just hold it for 5. Hold it for 4, tuck the pelvis, squeeze those glutes, hold it for 3. 2, hold it, carriage in, all the way to the stopper, or as far as you can, keeping those heels lifted, look at the thighs or shins, and then back out to a plank. Go slow. Scoop through those abs, lift up, hold it in here for a second, and then back out to a plank. Hold that plank for a second, and then scoop those abs up, and then back out to the plank. Lift up through the core, heels lifted, and all the way back out. If this is too easy, just go to a single weight spring. All the way back out. 4 more. Scoop those abs as you lift up for 3. Scoop those abs, lift up for 2. Last one. We're going to press out to the plank and hold it. Squeeze those abs, 10. Hold it, 9, 8, 7, hold it, 6, 5, 4, 3. We're not done. We're just going to bring one knee into your chest and press it out. Try to keep the carriage still for this. So little tiny mountain climbers. Exhale as you bring the knee in. You can always take a breather if you need. 10. And pull it in, 9. Pull it in, 8. Try to have that head neutral, 7. For 6. Pull it in, 5. For 4. Almost there. 3. For 2. 1. Hold the plank. And pull it all the way. Do a little child's pose again if you need. Stretch out the shoulders. And roll all the way up. Okay, I'm gonna add on a red spring to the blue spring. So the carriage doesn't move, so I just have a red and a blue spring on. I'm gonna grab my ball. I'm gonna turn around, face back. So we're gonna do a little quadruped glute work. So I'm gonna place that ball behind my right calf and hamstring. So bring your left knee back, so it's towards the back of the reformer. You can either do this on your hands or drop down to the forearms, whichever feels better. If you find that you're using your back too much on your hands, go down to the forearms. I'm gonna start up on my hands for now. So flex that foot, the ball is behind there. Just do little pulses up, slow and control. So you wanna squeeze that ball or have an active squeeze so you feel that hamstring and glute working. Only lift as high as you can without arching that back or lifting that chest. So each time you lift, feel that glute squeeze and then down. Try to press out of the shoulders so you're not sinking down. So little pulses with that right leg. Lift and squeeze. Let's do 10 more. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Keep those abs tight. 4, 3, 2. Just hold it up there. Hold that squeeze. 10, 9, abs tight. 8, 7, 6. You want to feel that crease between that hamstring and glute working. 5, for 4, 3, 2. We're going to do a full raise. So bring that right knee down towards that left knee, then back up towards the ceiling. You want to go slow because if you go fast, you have a chance of losing that ball. Lower that knee and lift that knee. Again, only lift as high as you can without arching that back. So you want to keep those abs engaged. You don't want to lift that chest and arch it. Good, full range, lower down and lift. And 5 more. Lift up and squeeze 4. Lift up and squeeze 3. Lift 2. This last one, we're gonna lift up and hold it. I just want you to squeeze that ball. So think about bringing that heel in towards your butt. You wanna keep that knee lifted too. So ideally, you want that knee in line with the hip. You don't really want it to drop lower because then you're not getting that hamstring and glute squeeze. So just tiny squeezes of the glute for 10, 9, abs tight, 8. Squeeze that ball 7, for 6, squeeze 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it. Now we're gonna squeeze that ball twice and then lift. So squeeze, squeeze, lift that leg. Squeeze, squeeze, lift that leg. So bring that heel into your butt twice and lift. Squeeze, squeeze, lift. I'm really feeling this, so I hope you are too. Squeeze, squeeze, lift. Squeeze, squeeze, lift. Squeeze, squeeze, lift. Let's do 5 more. Lift. As you squeeze that ball, don't let that knee drop below the hip if you can. Squeeze, squeeze, lift. 4 more. Squeeze, squeeze, lift. Squeeze, squeeze, lift. 2 more. Lift. Last one. Squeeze, squeeze. Hold it up there. Hold, hold, hold. 5. Hold it. Squeeze 4. Hold it. 3, 2. Hold it. Bring it down. Woo. We're not done though. We're gonna bring that leg out to the side from higher height. So keep the ball in there. You're just gonna bring it out to the side, hip height, and then back down. Working a little bit more of the outer thigh. And down. Try not to lean so much on that left hand. Try to have even weight on both legs. Lift out. And down. Feel the outer right glute working. Have an active squeeze on that ball. And down. Let's do 5 more. Lift up for 4. Lift up for 3. Resist it down. Lift for 2. Last one, we're gonna lift out to the side and hold it. Now just give that ball a little squeeze. 10, 9, 8, 7, squeeze that ball 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold that squeeze, no little lifts up. 10, 9, down an inch, up an inch. 8, 7, keep breathing. 6, lift, squeeze 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, we're gonna take the ball out for a second. Just gonna put it underneath my machine. I'm gonna put on a single red spring, so I'm gonna take off that blue. I'm gonna bring my foot bar up to that bottom notch that we use that for the footwork. So you can have it all the way down, but I just like it up in case you need to hold on. So my right foot is, so the foot you just had the ball behind is gonna be on the floor. My left foot is gonna be on the very edge of the reformer, so the whole foot is kind of just in line on the very edge. I'm gonna sit back, sticking my butt out. Most weight is in that right standing leg on the floor. You wanna put your hands down for support, you can. If you can do it without holding on, great. You're just gonna press the carriage out with that left leg and pull it in slow. So we're working both legs now. We're isometrically working that right leg, which we just worked with the ball behind the leg. And then we're working this left glute and quad as we press out. Exhale to press. Try to sit low in that right leg. And don't bend the chest so far forward that you're working the back and not this leg. Good, exhale to press. And in. If a single red is too hard, you can go to a blue and a white. Or again, you can always hold on to help stabilize. Press it all the way out. And in. So your body is not moving or not shifting. It's staying, basically your torso is staying in line with this foot bar. You're just pressing that left leg. Let's do 8 more here. 7. You can really feel this right glute. 6. Abs tight. Press out for 5. Ooh, 4. Press out for 3. Press out 2. Last one, bring this left leg halfway in, little pulse, slow, 10. 9, control it in, really try to squeeze that left glute. 8, 7, 6. for 5, for 4. You'll feel this right glute that's standing. 3. It's up 2. Keep this left leg still and halfway. Let's pulse it up and down with that right leg. Slow. 10, 9. As you really feel fatigued and burning. 8, 7, 6. Almost there. For 5. Sit lower. 4, 3. Tiny pulses. 2. Sit low. Hold it for 5. Hold it for 4. Keep breathing. 3, 2, 1. And release. Whew. All right. So I felt that right glute a lot. We're gonna come back to the reformer, grab the ball. You don't have to add on the blue spring if you don't want. I'm gonna take that ball now, place it behind my left hamstring and calf. Hands are gonna go on quadruped. You can bring that right knee back. Flex the foot, little pulses up to start. Squeezing that left glute. Keeping an active squeeze on that ball. Only lift as high as you can without arching that back. So keep breathing. Keep pressing that heel to the ceiling. Go slow and controlled so you feel that glute and hamstring working. You have 5 more here. For 4. Press out of the shoulders. 3, 2. We're gonna hold it up there. Just hold it for 5. Keep squeezing. 4. Hold it. 3, 2. We're gonna go full range. So bring that left knee down towards that right knee, and then press it back up to the ceiling. Only go as high as you can without arching that back, and go slow so you don't lose that ball. You can always do it without the ball if it feels uncomfortable or you don't have a ball. All the way down and lift up, squeezing that glute and hamstring. Gotta have that head neutral, looking at the reformer down in front of you. Let's do 5 more here. All the way down and lift for 4. Lift up, squeeze. 3. For 2. Last one, we're gonna hold it up there. Try to keep that knee in line with the hip and just squeeze that ball. You're gonna bring that heel in towards your butt. Little squeezes, slow and controlled. Keep those abs tight. Squeeze that ball. We have 10 more. Squeeze 9, squeeze 8, 7, keep breathing. We have 5, squeeze 4, for 3, 2, hold it. Now we're gonna squeeze that ball twice and lift. So squeeze, squeeze, lift. Squeeze, squeeze, lift. Squeeze, squeeze, lift. Abs tight. We have squeeze, squeeze, lift. Squeeze, squeeze, lift. We have 5 more. Squeeze, squeeze, lift. Squeeze, squeeze, lift. 3 more. Make sure you breathe. Lift. Oh, I'm burning. Squeeze, squeeze, lift. 2 more. Lift. Last one. Squeeze, squeeze. Hold it up there. 5. Keep squeezing that ball. 4, 3. Hold it for 2 and 1. Come on down. We have those fire hydrants. So keep that ball there. You're just gonna bring that left leg out to the side and back down. Try to have even weight in both hands. Feel that outer left glute squeeze as you lift that leg up. Hold it up there for a second before you release it slow. We have 4 more. Last 3. Lift up for 2. This last one, lift that left leg, hold it up to the side and squeeze that ball. Little squeeze is 10. 9, try to keep the knee still. 8, 7, squeeze 6, for 5, 4, squeeze it. 3, 2, hold it there, little pulls up and down an inch, up an inch. 10, go slow. 9, really feel that outer glute. 8, 7, keep breathing. 6, for 5, lift. 4, for 3, almost there. 2, last one, hold it, hold it, hold it, 5, hold it for 4, 3, 2, and release. Woo, all right. Place that ball back underneath. I'm gonna come around to the other side, so I have one right spring on. But again, if it was too heavy, just go to a blue and a white. My back is gonna be towards you, so left foot is gonna go on the floor in front of the reformer. Right foot is gonna go at the very crease of the reformer edge. You're gonna sit your bottom back and sit into that left leg. And you're gonna press the carriage all the way out with that right glute and pull it in. Sitting low in that squat. Keep that chest lifted. You can bend forward a little bit. Make sure your abs are engaged. Exhale as you press. So your torso isn't moving, it's staying in line with that foot bar. Just that right leg is pressing out and pulling in. So the left leg on the floor is stabilizing. Isometrically working that left glute. Exhale to press. So by now, both glutes should be working and should be feeling it. Exhale as you extend. Hold in slow. Let's do 8 more here. Make sure the weight is on that heel of the left leg. You're not leaning into the toes. We have 6 and 5. Make sure you're sticking your butt out. Your back is flat. 4. Press out for 3. Press out for 2. Last one. Bring that right leg halfway in. Little pull. Slow. 10. 9. Resist it in 8. 7. You should feel a lot in that left stabilizing glute. 6. 5. Think about squeezing that right glute as well. 4. For 3. For 2. 1. Bring that right leg halfway in. Pulse it up and down, pressing through that left heel, so now the left leg is moving. Up and down for 10. 9. Go slow. 8. Breathe. 7. 6. For 5. Almost there. 4. For 3, for 2, last one, hold it low, 10, 9, wing the heel, 8, squeeze that left glute, 7, hold it for 6, 5, keep breathing, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo. All right, so here we're done with little glutes. I'm gonna grab my ball and just use it as a headrest. If you have a yoga block, you can use a yoga block, or just lift the headrest all the way up. I'm gonna put a single blue spring on. We're gonna do just a little arm work, but leg on our side. So I'm gonna grab the strap that's closest to me. So it's actually gonna be my right hand. I'm gonna lay down on my left side. Scoot your butt back just so you have room, and that way the cable will sit in the right place. So stack your knees, kind of like you were doing sideline. I'm gonna extend my right arm. My wrist is in line with my shoulder. And I'm just gonna sweep my right arm down to my hip and then back out shoulder height. Try not to let it go all the way into the stopper. You always wanna keep tension. So sweep that right arm straight down, in line with the hip, and then back out shoulder height. So squeezing those lats, straight elbow. If this is too hard, go down to a white, but you'll have to go really slow so you don't have slack in the rope. Squeeze those lats and triceps to press that arm down to the hip, and then back out shoulder height. Exhale to press. And so you only want to bring that arm down to the hip to where the rope won't hit you in the face. So it comes like close to my eye, but it's not hitting me in the face. I'm stopping right before. You want to resist it back. Pressing down and slow. So I have my left hand kind of on my right shoulder, just to make sure my right shoulder is not hiking up by my ear. You're really pressing that shoulder away from the ear. Let's do 5 more like this. Resist it back. Press it down for 4. We have 3. You should feel the triceps and lats. 2. A little bit of the shoulder. Last one, I'm gonna press it all the way down to the hip. Holding it there, the elbow will just be slightly in front of your hip. You're just gonna bend the elbow and press it down. So just working the triceps now. The elbow is glued by your side, so the only thing that is moving is the wrists and the forearm. Actually, mainly just the forearm. Bending and extending that elbow. Lengthen long with that arm, squeezing the back, the triceps. Bend and extend. Let's do 6 more. Press out for 5. Bend and extend 4. Press out for 3. Press all the way down 2. Last one, all the way down. Keep that arm straight. I'm going to turn the palm so it's facing now my hip. Bring it up shoulder height towards that ceiling, and then bring it straight down. So actually, my hand is going towards in between my knee and my hip. So towards the middle of your thigh, you're bringing that arm down. Pressing it down, reaching those fingertips long, and then only bring that hand so it's just in line with the shoulder or a little bit more towards the foot bar. Don't let it go past the shoulder. Good, press it down, and back up. So I'm feeling a lot in the triceps and lats. Resist it up slow. 5 more. Slow on the way up. Press it down for 4. You can always take a breather if this is too hard. Press down for 2. Slowly back up. Last one. And release. All right, I'm gonna hang up that strap. I'm gonna switch over to the other side. So I'm just gonna grab that strap and hook it down. So laying on your other side, still have that glute spring on. Move your hips towards the back of your femur, stack those knees. I'm gonna grab the handle with my left hand. My left hand reaches out, my wrist is in line with the shoulder height. You're just gonna sweep that arm, left arm down towards the hip, and then back out shoulder height. Go slow, squeezing the lats and triceps. Back out, in line with the shoulder. You wanna keep that elbow as straight as possible, so you're working the triceps as well. And only sweep that arm back as far as you can without letting that rotate you in the face. Again, you can always drop down to that white spring if this feels too heavy. Just go extra slow. Squeezing those lats and triceps. Let's do 5 more here. Pull it down for 4. Straight elbow the whole time. 3. Keep that shoulder away from the ear. 2. This last one, sweep that left arm all the way down towards that hip. There's bending that elbow and then pressing it straight out. So working that tricep, single arm tricep. Bend and extend. Squeeze the back of the arm as you straighten. So the elbow is staying still. You're just hinging at the elbow joint. Moving that forearm. Exhale as you press down. Three more here. Bend and all the way out. We have 2 more. Last one. Bend, extend all the way out. Turn the palm so it faces your leg. You're gonna bring that arm up just so it's in line with the shoulder or slightly towards the foot bar a little bit more, and press that hand down to the middle of the leg and then back up shoulder height. Just really focus about squeezing those lats, reaching the fingertips long towards the foot bar. Exhale, press down. Slowly resist up, using and controlling the lats. Press down 4. Remember, don't let that hand go past the shoulder because then it might bother the shoulder and neck. Slowly resist up. Exhale, press down. So you should feel the triceps. Mine are getting fatigued, as well as the lats. Let's do 4 more. Slow as you lift. Good, press down for 3. All the way down for 2. Last one, press it down. And all the way up. Hang up that strap. I'm gonna take my ball and place it on the floor. I'm gonna keep my single blue spring on for a little front arm work. If you wanna go heavier, go to a blue and a white. I'm gonna sit up, kneeling on or sitting back on my heels, slightly kneeling. If it's uncomfortable to kneel, you can always sit down cross-legged, or you can come up if you feel good sitting up here. And we're gonna start, actually I'm gonna start up tall, but again, you can always sit back on the heels or sit cross-legged. So arms are gonna be straight, palms facing towards the foot bar. You're just gonna bring the arms up, straight arms, and slowly pull back down. Lengthen the head and neck. If you're up onto your knees like this, make sure your abs are tight, glutes are engaged. This, you have to stabilize a little bit more if you're in this position. So just be careful. If you're still a beginner or still new, then sit back down on your heels. Good, keep lifting up. And slowly lower. Abs tight. And resist it back. So this is working a little bit more the front of the shoulder and the bicep. Keep the shoulders away from the ears. And lower. Let's do 5 more here. For 4. Resist it down. We have 3. For 2. This last one, we're gonna lift up and hold it. Hold it there for 10, 9, drop the shoulders away from the ears, 8, hold it for 7, 6, 5, hold it, 4, 3, 2, you're gonna go down an inch and up an inch. The carriage will move very slightly, 2, go slow, 3, for 4, and 5, woo, 6, and 7, almost there, 8, 9, and 10. Bend those elbows back in. I'm gonna sit down onto my heels. We're gonna do front arm circles. So we're gonna start in the same way. You're gonna bring your arms up in front, out and around. Keep tension in the ropes, you don't want slack. And open. Sweep it forward, up and around. You can always take a breather if you feel any tension in the neck. Or make the spring a little lighter. 3 more in the stretch. Circle for 2. And kind of stop your hands when they're kind of by your side. You don't want the ropes to go all the way back behind you. Circle up and around. 1 more. And we're gonna reverse directions. So start kind of at your hips. Bring it out to the side, all the way to the center. Turn the palms up to the ceiling and circle down. Arms out to the side. Circle in front, palms up to the ceiling, and down. If this is too intense, making the big circles, and just make small circles with your arms out in front of you like this. Let's do 3 more in this direction. Circle for 2. Last one. All right, last thing we're gonna do is a little hug a tree. Arms gonna be out to the side, slightly forward with the chest. I can still see my hand. Make sure you can see your hands in your peripheral vision. Palms face each other. Squeeze those hands towards each other. And then back out till you can still see them in the sides. Squeeze. Give a slight bend in the elbows, just to help with the elbow joint. Relaxing the shoulder and neck. Exhale as you squeeze that chest and open slow. Let's do 8 more. Squeeze 7. Exhale for 6. We have 5. For 4. Open slow. We have 3. for 2. Last one here. And relax. Ooh, nice shoulder burn. Hang up those straps. We're just gonna finish with a little single thigh stretch. I'm gonna add on a right spring. So I have a blue and a white on. My right foot is gonna come down to the floor. Left knee is on the reformer. Bending that front leg. Trying to press that left hip down and forward. Breathing into that stretch. You should feel a stretch in the front of that left hip flexor. Coming a little bit, I'm gonna reach my left hand up to the ceiling and over to the right side of my body. You should feel a deeper stretch now down the side of your side and into your psoas. Reaching over. Place that left hand on the foot bar. You're gonna straighten that right leg out, lift the toes up to the ceiling, square out the hips, leaning that chest forward slightly, feeling a stretch in the back of the right hamstring. Come all the way in. We're gonna go over to the other side. Left foot on the floor in line with foot bar, right knee down. I'm gonna bend that left knee, pressing that right hip forward and tucking that pelvis under. Breathing into that stretch. I'm gonna reach my right hand up to the ceiling and then reach it over to the left side of the body. So now I feel a deeper stretch. My right side is a lot tighter, so I feel it deeper into my psoas and hip flexor on the right side. Release, put that right hand on the foot bar. Straighten that left leg out, lift the toes up towards the ceiling. Square out the hips. Feel a stretch in the back of the left hamstring. Come all the way in, and we are done. I hope you guys had a great workout. We did a few new things today, so I hope you guys enjoyed it, and come see me next time. Thank you, have a great day.